Hello Alpharius! In today's video I will show you how to paint the Omegon Thresh effect without an airbrush. An airbrush. I was told a lot of you guys don't have an airbrush, and that's why I wanted to teach you how to paint the Omegon Thresh effect without an airbrush. Today we will be using P3 colors, but you can use every brand you like. Just make sure that your color is a similar tone to the ones I use in this video. As our first color we're using P3 Meridius Blue to paint a kind of chunky baseline, where we will draw smaller electrical arms in one direction. I would recommend using just one side for these smaller arms to make the lightning effect appear moving in one direction. Take your time and paint the lightning line on every part where the two armor colors meet. Make sure the brush is moist enough so you can paint smooth lines. As we are using a similar technique to edge highlighting, we can just go a little bit chunky with this first line because we are painting the lighter colors inside this first baseline of the lightning. Did you know that this technique also works perfectly for Eliminators or Scouts wearing a Cameoline cloak? Just try it. In the next step we are taking a brighter color, in my case Arcane Blue by P3, and paint inside the chunky electric line we painted before. Just make sure you do not overpaint the electric line we painted before, and be as neat as you can to achieve this. Let's pretend the lightning has a beginning and an end. I do not mean that we will draw a circle with our electric line, but let's pretend the beginning of the lightning is where there are no arms, and the end is where there are these little lightning arms. So as you can see, I am painting the lighter color at the beginning of the lightning effect and not at the end. Doing this, I can increase the optical illusion that the effect goes in one direction. As the next color I took Morrow White by P3, but you can choose any other white of any other brand, and we are painting our highlight color. Now you have to be as neat as you can and paint very small lightning strokes and arms. Again, be sure that you don't cover up every lightning stroke line you painted before. And if you concentrate on the beginning of our lightning effect, you will enhance the optical illusion again that the lightning moves in one direction. I really recommend using a good brush for this step and to keep your brush moist so you can paint as smooth as possible and do not have the problem that your paint doesn't come off the brush. If you don't know how to paint the lightning pattern, you can watch the old Omegon Thrust tutorials where I give an explanation on how to best achieve the lightning effect using small strokes. In the last step, I am using Tamar Black by P3 mixed with a little bit of water to thin it down. I paint a little shadow on the beginning of the lightning stroke, but not hitting the lightning stroke we painted before, so I can make a three-dimensional look as if the lightning effect goes over the armor beneath. This last step really enhances the effect, and now you're pretty much done with the Omegon Thrust effect without an airbrush. So I hope I could help you to paint the Omegon Thrust effect without an airbrush. If you like to see more tutorials or even using an airbrush for this effect, just head over to my channel and check out the other videos where I cover different armor painting techniques and also the Omegon Thrust effect in 2 versions with an airbrush.